Yay!
I ain't gonna hold you. Blood and Guts was good too. Forbidden Door was good. So now WWE probably like, well, we'll it's like old man Logan said, we'll take this one of the challenges, try to rebrand and regroup. That's it. That's all you can do.
That's what Calvin Nasty was doing, having to take it on the chin.
Oh wow! I'll buy that for $1. I'll show my age there a little bit.
I'm gonna keep putting that sound effect in. You need to leave every time y'all say something crazy.
Is it just me or like when I got my Undisputed Era shirt, it was already starting like the peel? I think they gave us used shirts from WWE shop because I don't even have mine anymore. No, that's how bad like the paint was when we first got it. But like I wasn't gonna send it back because we had it to NXT. I was like, bro, I need something to wear.
My shit cracking. My shit is like the letters are cracking and peeling.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't just me. I'm telling you, they gave us used ass shirts. They were like, y'all. Calvin got tired of hearing how great NXT was, so somehow he got some used shirts, or he damaged the shirts before he sold them. I'll show them, damn it. You're not better than my main roster. I'm Calvin, damn it.
I think they took the Undisputed song off the WWE soundtrack too. Like you can't even play it no more. I think. Yeah,
it makes sense though. They only have one left, and he wants out. So
they're not working with UFO no more, right? So
CFO, yeah, the CFO no more.
So any CFO, so yeah, any of their stuff I've noticed has been off of their page on iTunes. So
yeah, because on Apple, because I use some of their stuff to work out. So some of their stuff is still there, but I think like they're like killer shit. No, that should go.
Yeah. I was trying to catch them on some whenever they had those shirts on sale though, because I was trying to get that yellow Undisputed Era shirt, but I couldn't get that one. They only had that up for a minute, and then like you search for it, you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, it's gone.
Of course not now, but I'm saying like even when they were still with the company, I couldn't find it.
You probably can't get an official one. You can probably still, you got like
Pro Wrestling Tees and all that.
Yeah, like some of them you get those options. I'm trying to think of what that Betsy or something like that, some crap like that. They'll do the it won't be an official shirt, but it'll be the one you're looking for though.
Yo,
to have that design.
That shirt you got me for Christmas, KG, that Kenny Omega shirt, that shit was lit. I wore that shit. I went to go work out and that motherfucker was like, where you get that from, bro? I was like, I can't even tell you what to get, bro. I can't even.
I'm glad I finally was able to drop that off. Yeah, I was like, man, this just
right. It only took you 8 years to get it.
Bro, we gotta stay far, bro. We
used to live right around the corner, but at the time.
Now we in different companies now and shit. Everybody moving on and shit. This shit fucked up.
I know we kind of like the elite, man.
Man, that shit fucked up.
Oh. So I guess that makes Joe Cody.
I am Cody.
I am Cody Rhodes. Damn it.
I'll take it. I think that's accurate.
I took the first leap of faith to move on from said company that will forever remain nameless.
Hey, I heard they were in their feelings because they accidentally played Cody's song at like the meet and greet, and the fans were like booing at the AEW meet and greet, like at Double or Nothing.
Oh wow!
The funniest thing at Forbidden Door though was like, because obviously they give the impression on TV that Malachi Black is teleporting. He's not, but the shit is so funny. He actually runs to the damn top rope.
He's
like sprinting.
There's like is there like guiding light for him to see?
Yeah, he can see, but like I assumed, I knew he had to get there at some point. I knew he wasn't really teleporting, right? But when you get the ins and outs, and like the curtains peeled back, at least I thought they kept it dark. Like I could literally see him sprinting to get to the top.
Hold on, matter of fact, wait, real quick.
Sorry if I spilled any secrets, people.
Nah, real quick.
I thought he was really teleporting.
I forgot you were there. Hold on 1 second. Hey, yo! Welcome to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. My name is Joe Freeline, a.k.a. The Champ, a.k.a. I'm One Tweet. I have my compadres with me. We got a lot to go over real fast. Yo, one of us was at Forbidden Door.
Yes.
One of us was.
and he got tickets at the last minute because basically he is the GOAT. He is the wrangler of all wranglers, and he is our wrestler, our local wrestling historian and wrestling almanac, if you will, and a whiskey connoisseur. By the way, it's a whiskey restaurant that all three of us got to check out downtown Chicago. I want us all to go. We got to go. We have to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the other KG.
All I have to say is I'm kind of anticipating Thanksgiving because, if I was in the kitchen cooking, right, I'll be talking about some cook this food with my soul. Made these jams out of control. Do it all to give them jams to eat. I got more bars, but
yeah, you tweaking.
I got more, but should I finish the song? No, I'm not finished. Just a teaser for next episode.
We gotta sell that because we're gonna have to start selling that. We're gonna start putting like new bars with it and shit, all type of shit. Bro.
My granny said when I was younger, hard work makes better pies. Better pies. Sorry. All right, sorry.
We gotta get a lot more from you about Forbidden Door because we got so much shit to talk about. Also, I can't. You got to stop with this name change shit, bro. You got to stay with one name. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to get introduced to the man of many names. What's that from? Game of Thrones, Many Face God, the Many Face God, Many Name God.
Tim's on his side when that dude was like at the end of Get Your Money when dude was like, he got 69 different aliases.
Right.
You don't even know 69 different people.
You don't even know 69 different people. Okay. All right. This nigga think 69 different aliases, all type of shit. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, he's known as Logan Reigns, the tribal chief Logan. Ladies and gentlemen, Logan the Great.
The Westside Lieutenant.
Westside Lieutenant.
Peeps. Welcome to another episode of Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. I am the big boob advocate, short girl slayer, and tall girl conqueror.
Big boob advocate. BBAs. A lot of BB. I think we're all is all three in here BBAs or is there somebody like Cheeks?
I like a combo.
That's a good question.
I feel like
I did there.
I do see what you did there. I see what you did there.
A little SJ. You know what I mean? Scarlett Johansson. You got it.
Oh.
Indeed.
Exactly. With the Ross. That's exactly what I be saying when I go,
Hey, yeah, I'm with that. I think a combo is always good. But I think what combos do? Every combo that I've ever dabbled in, I should say, with like the combos, every single one, there's a little bit more of a surprise. Like, you get like the high ratio of moves where it's a little like, hefty on the high ratio, and then it's a nice set cheeks, and then when stuff gets more adult, you're like, oh shit, there's more cheeks there that maybe I didn't even.
It's all about the angles, man.
It's the angles, man. You be like, oh shit.
Take that out, you will.
Exactly. Beautiful. All right,
and we don't do no threesomes. The real Death Triangle.
Yo,
bro, I don't know what's going on. I'm actually so sad to say too. I'm saying this. I'm usually like lit saying this type of stuff.
I have work later on, so I'm so.
Hey, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. It's the
holiday weekend. We got an extra day off this week.
Got a big weed stash, pocket full of cash. Just seen a big old ass. Saturday. Real quick. Shouts out to. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm getting this right, man. I don't know. We should be calling him Old Man Logan. I guess today it's a Logan Reigns. Shout out to him for picking Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay for a match of the night. I know some fans were on the fence saying Will gonna be wasted. Like I didn't know. Like I know it's gonna be good because I've seen enough for Orange Cassidy. It's like I don't know. People hate his gimmick or whatever have you. Point is, Logan picked that to be match of the night, which I agree with after the Forbidden Door was over. So shouts out for that pick. Secondly, I mean, everybody can't have the same gimmick. I like Orange Cassidy's gimmick. It's not hard to understand. He's a slacker. That's all it is. It's a slacker gimmick. I mean, what's wrong with it? He's a lazy wrestler, basically, the impersonation. That lulls you to sleep, and then, bam, I can actually wrestle. Everybody can't have the same cookie-cutter gimmick. Because I guarantee you right now, if you went by a list of 10 random wrestlers, you couldn't tell me all their gimmicks.
Yeah. No, not good ones. Like it's a good gimmick. It's actually entertaining. I'm really surprised WWE was like, oh, we gotta get this guy. We gotta get this guy.
Well, WWE was wanting people either before they get hot and they know they're not gonna utilize him right, because they wanted Eddie because he actually worked out for them. Problem is with Eddie, they probably would have tried to turn him into a trainer, but they would have had him driving on the main roster, one of the two. They don't know what to do with some of these people. FTR is a prime example, not knowing what to do with them. Those dudes outside of Okada and Mox, like they easily probably one of the top 5 pops at Forbidden Door.
They're over. They're over.
I didn't know Okada was that over in America. I'll say that because we saw him at All In. I think it was him and Marty Scurll, right?
Yeah, he had. He had a match. Yeah, but he was over. He's over because he's over just because.
He's that dude.
Right, he's that dude. He's really that dude. He's that dude. And the match.
Rainmaker.
Right, Rainmaker. The match got shortened for whatever reason.
Because Adam Cole got a concussion.
Adam Cole got the concussion, yeah.
That's why it was that awkward finish.
Yeah, because you could tell it was like, that was supposed to keep going a little bit.
Oh, prayers up to Santana. I know he injured himself at Blood and Guts. I think he might have tore a ligament in his knee, something like that.
Blood and Guts.
Oh, wow.
Blood and Guts. Yeah, just a long list, unfortunate for AEW, injured people. Or they got so many people on the injured list.
Like, yeah. So this is where they're gonna have to get creative on the storyline side, and
this is where they're gonna have to get creative. You could have stopped there.
Too. That above all.
Oh yeah, real. Because Santana or Ortiz are one of the teams that they need to be in the tag team title picture. And if he's hurt, I think that's going to derail their steam of what they got, because they're actually a really, really good tag team. They deserve to be in that picture, along with the Grace, along with the Acclaims, the Swerve and the Glory, the Ricky Starks, and
Hobbs. But they're in a good space. Like, will it be missed? If he's, that injury's gonna take him off for the card for a while, sure. But they do the tag division right, and they got plenty of teams there for FTR to feud with, have great matches with, etc. That was actually, I'm trying to remember what would be my number 2 pick out of Forbidden Door, because I enjoyed the whole card. Unfortunately, I fell asleep toward the end, and it's just because it was a long card, pause. But so it was not against Moxley and Tanahashi, but I fell asleep, so I woke up toward the end of that and saw Moxley won. But what would be you guys is, if you didn't agree with the Orange Cassidy Will Ospreay pick for match of the week, what would be your match of the your number 1 and number 2 matches from that night?
Go ahead, KG.
Outside of them, I would say the triple threat tag match, and then I also enjoyed. I'm trying to remember, I almost called him Cesaro. Claudio and Zack Sabre Jr. was pretty good too.
Yeah. I'm kind of, I want to say the FTR match, but seeing Cesaro finally make that appearance and announcement that he's all elite, guy looked happy, he had a good match. I kind of just want to give him that number 2 spot just because. But yeah, I would probably have to give it to FTR though for my number 2 match that night. Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm had a great match too, so I'm kind of in limbo with those 3. But that's a good problem to have with such a lengthy card. Like you had like 9.
They kind of shortchanged them though.
Yeah.
The time. I was looking at the time for those matches.
So I'd like to see them maybe get a little bit more the next go around. I know Nyla Rose is a number 1 contender now, but yeah.
Yeah.
So We'll see.
Sorry, I'm just not really a fan. But
of Nyla or
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll see what Joe thinks in a second. It's a great card.
There's just Nia Jax vibes all over with the botching and stuff. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I said what I said.
I'm not going to touch it right now because we're recording. I want to be respectful. Yeah. I'm just going to say it's that.
Now, I know what you're getting at, but that's a problem. She has to know how to address her strength as someone that identifies as trans, because the gender she was born as, out of like the average male is going to have more power in the things that he does, and you know, and she has to make adjustments. That's all.
Yeah,
because of the size differential of a lot of these competitors that she goes up against.
Yeah, and I think with that being said,
like outside of a Chris Statlander or Jade, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
there has to be some type of adjustment to, and that's with every wrestler, but especially in that situation. And maybe that's been part of the problem, because they've had her working with a lot of smaller women's wrestlers outside of Britt.
Exactly. And that's an issue. I'm glad you made that point, because that's an issue we've seen in other sports as well, when you have, you know, trans competitors, you know, competing, and they're, you know, you have these issues we've seen MMA fights where, you know, it's just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? They just kind of super overpower their opponent. And it's just kind of like, well, kind of how that's going to go, because it's just, you know, natural genetic. But with Nia, I think it's just pure, like, you know, it's a lack of skill. Not Nyla, rather. With Nia Jax, it's a lack of skill. With Nyla, that's just, like you said, trying to make that adjustment, because you just have to know how to gauge, you know, your strength level, and, you know, knowing that you're going up against smaller opponents. Even the women that can, like, match up size-wise, you still have to kind of be a little bit more delicate with them in regard to that, you know, because you don't want to start seeing more of them being injury prone, and, you know, in the manner that, you know, we got with the men in AEW right
now. I feel like I hope y'all talk about Jade Cargill.
No, I'm talking about Nyla Rose.
No, I'm saying Nyla Rose. I'm saying like the not like with like Nyla Rose, for example, like for me Nyla Rose is someone that skill wise is can be very good. She can be very good in the ring. I guess the bad taste in my mouth for the most part is just that, like, you know, she's one of the first champions or whatever. I just feel like it's not appealing to me. Like, it doesn't resonate with me for the most part. One, she is rougher than her. She's very stiff in the ring. She's stiff. Stiff. Like with Nia Jax, the issue was she lacks the skill and lacks the ability, and just was very reckless in the ring. With Nyla Rose, the issue is more so she has a skill, she has the ability, but she botches a lot. Like, she either misses a move or makes mistakes, or like it's just there's no there's no rhythm to it. You know what I mean? Like, there's like rhythm to her matches. Like when she's with Hero or anybody smaller, it's a solid, not great, but, you know, good match. Anybody a little bit bigger, a little bit size, she lacks that. I want Jade Cargill to be able to kind of gauge that, to see if she's improved on that. And I feel like the whole Jade Cargill thing, they're about to drop the ball on. They need to get back on the ball with that and really give her some comp. I don't know if the Athena thing didn't work out because it was a bad match, or if they're just not gonna go to it no more, or what. But there has to be a build to that, like a slow burn to that, to get to where that has to go. Because I don't want Athena on AEW Dark. That's stupid to me. That's dumb. I don't want her elevation. That's stupid to me. She's very talented. So
now she's one of those talents that need to be propelled immediately. I wouldn't have her on either of those shows either. So it's, I guess, like you said, man, you hit it on the head. It's a lack of chemistry there, and I think they need to kind of work on that. I don't know what's taking place in some of them areas with that, but you just gotta. What's the phrase? The old school phrase they say you gotta be careful with it, like with white gloves or however they say that is, like care for it with white gloves or some shit. And I think from there you can build, but that's all part of the whole slow down thing. Everybody been saying about the AEW's like speed in the ring, like you're doing a gazillion moves, and it's like I was watching Rampage last night. And I had to text y'all about it, and it was just kind of like, yo, like I like the pace that Young Bucks are going now. We got less of the hokey stuff going on. Sure, we got we don't have as many of those Canadian destroyers going on now, so it's just like, all right, I can take them seriously, and I'm looking forward to that build up against FTR and them, because they eventually got to go for those belts too. So, yeah, man, it's a problem I think AEW got to address immediately, being that they have so many injuries going on right now. I don't know what's going on with MJF. That's not an injury thing, but they got a couple of little problems they need to address. But overall, they're going in the right direction, because Forbidden Door was, for it to been a long card, it was a great. Do we still call them pay-per-views? Or do we call this stuff?
AEW is normal. They didn't create their own galaxy or universe, rather. So they still call it pay-per-views.
Yeah, I noticed that with like a lot of the things that I enjoy about AEW are some of the things that I wish for with WWE, and some of the things I enjoy with WWE I wish AEW would do. In terms of the actual the actual concept of everything and how everything is laid out, I don't know, man. Like with Forbidden Door was unbelievable to me. It was amazing. It was my favorite match, not the best match of the night. My favorite match of the night was the Bullet Club versus Dudes with Attitudes. I thought that was a fun match to watch. It was fun to watch the match. I forgot how good El Phantasmo is. He's fucking amazing. I forgot. He's fucking killer. Like, I forgot he's really fucking good. But I think overall, I thought that was probably one of the better matches. My match of the night was Ospreay and Orange Cassidy. And glad to see Claudio and Zack Sabre Jr. That was probably number 2 out of it. Number 1, Claudio don't like he stopped working out ever. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. This motherfucker just in the gym. Just I'm living in the gym. One he opening up coffee shops and shit. T-shirts playing with up, down and shit. Still out here working out. Still out of town to work out. Claudio's doing his thing. But beyond that, I think that just overall having the setup of how they have everything going right now, it was just a good pay-per-view. I don't feel like WWE's formula right now is to. I feel like they're just waiting for Vince to get back to do certain things. I don't feel like they're really trying to push anything. Like I feel like just like.
He's never left, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for him to get more in tune to what they're trying to do. I mean, because the segment on some segments on Raw were good. Kevin Owens and Zeke is always good. It's because of Kevin Owens. But other than that, though, bro, that's really it. Like it's not a lot. Like Roman Reigns is gone, not here. The Usos versus the Street Profits, I don't care about. I'm sorry, I do not care about. One, the Street Profits to me are stale now. Their gimmick is the same, and that's fine. But it's not. It doesn't evolve. You know how Usos went to the Usos, Uso Penitentiary, to We the Ones. The blood, like it's evolving, but it still has the same central concepts. Street Profits just added jerseys for I think Kobe and
they combined Miami Vice the Bulls pinstripes.
Yeah.
Nice jerseys, but
yeah. But I don't blame them for that, man, because they're kind of being handcuffed to that, staleness. Like, and this is kind of funny now. Joe, do you got 2K22? Just real sidebar on it, real quick.
I do.
Have you noticed that Tez is used more as a solo wrestler in the game than he is a tag team partner?
Yeah, because
they're forecasting. That's why.
With all due respect, because he probably gonna watch this. Angelo Dawkins is boring as shit. I would rather watch a spider crawl from the top of my roof all the way down to the bottom than watch Angelo Dawkins do a promo or wrestle. I don't want to watch Angelo. I'm sorry, bro. Angelo Dawkins is kind of high from D'Lo Brown. He does this shit, a little spinning in the air, 360 clothesline shit, and
yeah, that's first of all, that's weird. That's the weirdest splash. That's something like I can see somebody doing it like out the top rope would look more impressive than him just doing that to somebody in the corner. It's just weird.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like it's just and then the sky high. Angelo Dawkins is fucking boring. Montez Ford, clever. He's funny. I would rather him be a heel because I think that's where he would thrive. But it is what it is. I come on, bro. Angelo Dawkins. Listen, WWE 2K22. If you want to gauge your career as a WWE employee, play the game and hit random, and that's what everyone thinks of you.
Literally, plus Taz feel like all husbands to shame for a while. He brought his lady a boat for her birthday.
Yep.
So there's that too.
Okay, so let me bring it back to the Street Profits. Now, much like that was a great example that you used with the Usos.
That's what you said with the spider on the wall.
Oh no, that was classic. But they've been handcuffed. They've made them stale, man. Like, and I was saying this somewhere else about just premature call-ups, and that's been my word the last couple of days, premature. Because I was talking to Clark Street about that yesterday with the new gimmick that was unveiled with the artist formerly known as Mace and Mansoor with LA Knight.
Hey, listen, wait, before you say anything else, I guarantee you in a month, that's one of the hottest things out in WWE. It's going to be just like Fandango. I promise to God it is.
Fizzle out just like Fandango.
Yep.
Like, dog, like, I'm that's some NXT 2.0 shit. That I don't expect that on Raw or SmackDown. Like,
bless Pat McAfee for trying to get that over.
No, bro. Listen, it's actually entertaining though. Like it's
no, bro.
Let
me finish.
Bro, that stuff was weird, bro.
Yeah, let me finish the point on the Street Profits.
He told this man, look at his ankle.
Yeah, let me finish the Street Profits point though. They haven't been utilized properly since their call up. Sure, we can say, hey, they've been tag team champions, blah blah blah, on both brands. But what's a noticeable feud or a memorable feud they've been in since they've been off of NXT? And the best match I can say they had, I want to say this was against FTR when they was in NXT.
No, because FTR wasn't on NXT at that point. They came back for a one-off against using an Undisputed Era.
Yeah, Undisputed Era. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. They had a match against them two guys. Great match. They haven't been in anything memorable since. It's a total disservice to those guys. They talented. Now, Angelo Dawkins with that little move, that move needs to disappear immediately. You know how you can just take moves off on the game? Like some moves you need to just get rid of. That's trash. I'm glad you said the D-Lo thing, because if he's used properly, that's who he could be. He could be a bigger
Hell no.
He could. Or Godfather. Like, I see them kind of vibes in the dude. Like, I'm sorry. I don't think he's trash. It's just he needs to be, his skills got to be honed a little bit more, and they got to, stop handcuffing them. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. They are getting ready to split them brothers, and it's sad because they haven't even been used right as tag team champions, and they could have been like Harlem Heat. They should have been like Harlem Heat, and they weren't.
Listen, the reason why D'Lo Brown was over was because D'Lo Brown didn't do a lot of promos. D'Lo Brown was very talented in the ring. He was great in the ring. He was great in the ring. Okay, D'Lo Brown had a history of being very talented in the ring. The Sky High, the Frog Splash. Okay, he also could take a great bump as well.
Yeah,
D'Lo Brown was fucking awesome.
A lot of people don't know that, bro. You would be surprised how many people don't know how over D'Lo Brown was back in the day. Like, I remember in your house pay-per-view, and I know I've said this on prior episodes before, where D'Lo was over more than DX.
Yes, because D'Lo Brown, remember the D'Lo leg drop? And remember he would come out and just do this shit all the time?
Yeah.
That shit was awesome. It made no sense.
None whatsoever.
We have no idea why he did it. We have no idea why he did it. We have no idea.
Same reason why we have no idea why DX dressed in blackface.
Exactly. We don't. That's wow. That went somewhere else. But the thing of it is,
Kenny been slowly making us the Nation of Domination podcast.
Yep.
No, which is sad because at the time, maybe that's what turned me off from Triple H. He actually was. He was like my cousin was gonna point out all the time. Like Triple H was like my favorite wrestler for a while. I think that kind of turned me off. Like, and this was like young me. It was like, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what turned me off from him.
Listen, because at that time in the 90s, that was the time in the 90s where WWE was trying to do whatever they could do to piss people off. Like, they were going for everything. They were doing.
Oh, then there's the whole nappy hair promo. You know what? I might have to unfollow Trips, man.
Yeah, man, Trips. Look, I love Trips, but he didn't necessarily.
I love his mind, but for the business, but yeah.
Look, I ain't gonna hold
with your nappy hair and your title, me, not you.
Stone Cold,
people like you.
Stone Cold Steve Austin said the N-word on
Longest Yard.
I mean, that's a little different if you doing that as opposed to like Triple H had enough freedom where it's like if you playing a character, which he was, but I'm saying like that's a little different than like a movie. A little bit different.
But he said with a hard ER, like a hard ER. Like it wasn't like it was like evident where he was like they even said they even said behind the scenes, we had to really convince him that it was okay to say it. they said, Stone Cold, look, Steve, it's okay. It's part of your character. You can say it. Steve's like, no, I don't think it should be me. I don't want to. No, Steve, you can do it. You can do it, Steve. You can do it. I don't really want to do this shit. I'm pretty sure it went the same way with Trips was like.
Yeah.
All right. Fool me once, shame on you.
Hey, but Trips.
Fool me twice. And really, this is 3 times because let's not forget the whole KFC and go back to Africa stuff with the Nation.
And then his
stuff, that went under the radar because they tried to blame it on the Heart Foundation.
But his in-law had, and I just saw this earlier.
Too many racist angles, man.
His father-in-law had the do-rag on, so you know what? Yeah.
Look, man, look. We might.
He had the purple do-rag. So first of all, where do you find a purple do-rag?
Trips.
This is just like.
Trips is being exposed.
There's so many questions I need answered right now about certain things.
Hey, not only just purple,
happy accent,
but like it was like lavender.
Lavender, yeah. It's like the dude that you like hooping against. It's like, bro, did you see that one video? It's like most people have
like
white, gray, or black, gray or white tank tops. Bro, where'd you get a red tank top from?
Vince went to the darkest corridors to get those damn do-rags. Like in the
dog, he had to have somebody go to the beauty supply store in whatever city they were in to get those jokers. Like that, there's no other way.
He was like, listen, I want you to go to the beauty supply store. If you don't see anything with liquor or currency exchange, not that one. Go to those. Only those. That's the beauty supply stores. He went to the deepest, darkest depths of the hood for that shit.
I mean, he might have went in there. He might have went in there himself looking for a real Sister Abigail.
See what you did there.
That's what you do.
I'm gonna start doing myself laugh.
Maybe I be crying with that. I be trying not to. I'm like, all right. I be laughing. Sauce is even funnier.
Segue to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All being said, Angelo Dawkins is literally the most boring person in the roster.
I see, bro. I see some greatness. I go
with Baron Corbin. Like, I don't even know why this dude's on my television anymore. Like, every time I see his matches coming up, I turn. Like, the only time I haven't turned is like if it's been one of my favorite wrestlers. So that's been a while that they actually paired him with someone I actually like. I wouldn't turn because I don't want to do damage to the wrestler I like. But it's been a while since he wrestled somebody where it's like, I'll put it like this: there's about 5 wrestlers in WWE that he could wrestle where I'm not gonna turn it from a TV. It'd be like Matt Riddle, Randy Orton. Well, these other 2 are heels, so they don't count. So I'm trying to think. AJ, that's it. Because all the rest of them are heels that I would. So they're not gonna be wrestling him anyway.
But I think we hate Baron Corbin so much because he's a terrible.
He's trash.
He's just trash. But like Angelo Dawkins, he's not a bad wrestler, bro. That's not the thing I'm saying. He's boring.
This dude's had 4 gimmicks and everyone gets worse each time. Baron Corbin.
Yeah, but he's
like
trash.
Think about that.
Yeah, but he's trash. Like he's
he is. I'm saying that just like this dude might have to make wrestlers or might need like its own award section for a negative award for him, just like the Baron Corbin award for worst gimmick.
He's pretty trash. He's
Constable Corbin, Happy Corbin's been terrible. His best gimmick was Pat McAfee dogging a bum ass Baron Corbin.
Bum ass Baron Corbin.
You tell he grew up around some brothers or something, because that's just with your bum ass.
He played
bum ass Baron Corbin.
He played
in the league. Yeah,
he played for Indianapolis. He from Pittsburgh.
I was just going to say that was during that time in Indianapolis.
Right. He knows some shit.
Bum ass man.
We don't like Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin is a decent wrestler. He's a solid wrestler. He's solid. His moveset's weird, but that's okay. Angelo Dawkins can wrestle. He's just boring as shit.
But you know what though? Oh, go ahead.
But that's the difference. You feel disdain for Baron Corbin because you're like, God, you are really trash at your gig. But like with Angelo Dawkins, you're indifferent because you're like, you're okay. You're very good in the ring, but it's just like, you're boring. He is Black Charlotte. Boom. There it is.
I ain't go that far. I ain't that damn good in the ring though.
Oh, okay.
As much as I crap on Charlotte for her as like her personality, because like I said, she definitely would be, if she was shorter, she'd be a vanilla midget. No, Charlotte's probably one of their top 10 workers, I would say, in ring.
Yeah. Man or woman.
With that being said, as far as like Corbin's moveset, the part of it is like he does things and he makes it look more awkward. For example, Jamie Hayter does that chokeslam backbreaker, but it looks like she's actually protecting the person she's in there with, and it looks like it hurts. His just looks like it hurts. It's not like he's even protecting the people. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Who told you to do that move?
And Jamie Hayter is sexy as shit.
That's neither here nor there, but I agree.
Listen, oh my God, WCW is coming back this week, and we're going for Jamie Hayter.
Woo! She's so nice. She gets it twice. She got it before.
I don't care.
That's cool. That's cool. No, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. She gets it. Jesus, Jamie Hayter. Oh, I am angry. Like I was angry that they didn't push her more because she's talented. She's good looking. Anyway, moving on.
But see, that's part of their problem. They're not really. That's one of my biggest criticisms of AEW. They don't focus enough on developing the talented women that they have. There's nothing wrong with going out and signing people, but then like don't sign someone and then be all over the place with them. They've been all over the place with Ruby. They thought they were going to skyrocket Ruby to the moon. Then she was on AEW Dark and Elevation. Then they decided to push her again at the Owen Cup, which nobody wanted. No offense to Ruby, I'm a big fan. But if she wasn't going to win it, they should have put Chris Statlander in there because Chris Statlander's gotten super over. I'm sorry, I like Britt, but they got to keep her relevant to a degree. But see, that's the problem. They're not trying to develop it. They're too focused on her because she shouldn't have won the Owen Cup. They should have won to Chris Statlander.
Yeah, she's won enough. Now it's time to develop her character a lot more and make her
yeah.
You want to make her like MJF, where she doesn't need a belt, but you just like her
Even Adam Cole winning it, and I knew this was going to happen when they both in the finals. Oh, because they're a real life couple. Not that they don't work their asses off; they're both talented. But it was too obvious who was going to win once we saw they were both in the finals. Secondly, he didn't need to win it either. He just got out of the world title picture. My problem is, if people are losing world championships, right? Mm-hmm. Do you set up a tournament for them to win a tournament with a lot of other great wrestlers? Where do they go from there? Don't they go right back to the title picture? They just lost twice, both of them? It's like, make it make sense to me. They shouldn't be winning a cup and a championship, even though it's not a championship to be defended, but they just got out of the world title picture. That doesn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me either. You got to elevate somebody else.
I don't want to ruin this for you guys. I don't know if you guys watched Rampage. They had Battle Royal, and they had the winner of the Battle Royal going against
John Moxley.
First off, John Moxley is pretty awesome.
I like who won though. I like that they're doing something different than
Brody King. Yeah. But
he won.
This is my problem though. You let Brody King win. What does that? Well, not win, but compete. You put him back at the bottom again. It doesn't make sense to me. Why not keep him in the title picture in the first place, or Malachi Black in the title? However you want to do it.
I'm gonna start. And I hope this catches on. # push Ricky Starks.
That would have made more sense to me too, and I don't understand that either, because obviously he didn't wrestle at Forbidden Door, but the moment he grabbed that mic, people went nuts.
Yeah,
absolute Ricky. He's absolute, bro. He is so. Ricky Starks is so gold that he's putting Powerhouse Hobbs over just by being Ricky Starks. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest and completely transparent with ourselves. Do we like Powerhouse Hobbs?
I see the potential in him, but no, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm not saying I'm a fan.
I am not a fan of Powerhouse Hobbs. I think potentially he can be really good. He can be good, but he needs to work more. That's it.
I'll let Logan finish what he's going to say, then I'll say what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Oh, no. I was just saying I agree with you there as far as the potential being there. He needs somebody to kind of develop. I'm hoping since Mark Henry is a part of AEW that maybe he steps in and kind of coaches him, not necessarily on television, but, you know, behind the scenes and kind of gives him some of that big man advice. You also got Big Show there. I think if he's utilized properly, gimmick-wise, I don't know if he's never going to be somebody that can just, like, do it on the mic. But, you know, if you give him he can get to, like, Bobby Lashley level maybe. Yeah. I can see him being there in the ring-wise, but you're going to have to put a mouthpiece with him.
He'll never be Moose. He'll never be Moose. But he'll be solid. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny that you said that. I remember that was, like, your biggest rant on the show. I was thinking about that earlier,
Moose, too. Moose is the god, bro. We need to acknowledge
he was so
we need to acknowledge that.
I was expecting you to get that angry last week when we were talking about Adam Cole. I know that's your guy, about the fact that he doesn't look like he works out at all. I was expecting you to get that heated last week.
No, that is pretty much my guy. I really fuck with Adam Cole. But Moose to me is very underrated, and I feel like even Impact didn't like really appreciate him for how good he was. Because Moose did a lot. A lot of work to get there. Like, Moose was that guy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I digress.
But my thing, going back to Ricky Starks, to me, it's like, that's why I be careful when people, like, even though that was just MJF, but they put a whole shirt out about it, labeling these people as, like, 4 pillars. I'm like, bro, outside of MJF and Darby, I don't care about the other 2 quote-unquote pillars. Because, first of all, I need more than just people being able to wrestle. Don't care for Jungle Boy's personality whatsoever.
Nope.
All Ego even said it himself. Sammy's a PR nightmare. I'm sorry, he just is. Second of all, what does he do that's different from Dante Martin?
Ooh, that was hurtful.
No, I'm saying, like, they're both talented. When I'm saying, like, what does he do that stands out to say he's a pillar? If I was going to go, I'd say MJ, like, in terms of people that are under 30 or around 30. Because first of all, they kind of omitted Hangman, because Hangman's in their same, that's what people don't realize. Hangman's in the same age bracket as Darby and Sammy. Because Hangman's only about, I want to say 30. He's not that old at all.
Not that old at all.
I was just going to say real quick, I would say like Hangman, the guy I said earlier, Ricky Starks, I'll put him up there if I was trying to build my company around somebody, because Ricky Starks has everything. He's the total package. As far as being able to talk, work, actually sell too, because a lot of these people, that's the problem. They don't understand in-ring psychology. Not naming names is just a fact. Like, I don't need somebody getting super kicked. And then, like, I get, like, adrenaline could be pumping, but I don't need to see that every match. Like, somebody gets super kicked in the face. Because guess what? As much as people talk about they idolize Shawn Michaels, they're burying his finisher every time they do that stuff. When you super kick at somebody and then somebody popping right back up to deliver a clothesline or whatever they get up to do. But yeah, I would say, and then MJF and Darby, I can see that. I see something special in all four of them, but I just don't. I'm not saying I don't see nothing in Jungle Boy and Sammy, but to say they're a pillar that I'm trying to build my company around them.
I genuinely feel the exact same way, but the Dante Martin comparison is truth. It hurts because it's truthful. If we really
and Dante ain't making jokes about raping nobody.
No, but Dante, like Sammy Sammy Guevara has a vlog and everything else, and he's entertaining there. But when you get him to talk on the mic, it's just not as much. The greatest thing, the coolest thing about Sammy Guevara outside of his wrestling is his girlfriend time. That's it. You can say what you want.
That's the most personality he showed is making out with his girlfriend.
That's basically and that's the most accurate assessment. Listen, I am a Sammy Guevara in-ring fan. If you're telling me he's a pillar, it's just like you said. When I think of a pillar, I think of somebody that can do all three. You got in-ring psychology, you got the moves, and you can talk on that mic. Jungle Boy cannot talk on that mic.
No. He got better with Christian because I'm sure Christian was working hard day and night. But go ahead.
Right. But even now, as their storyline develops, Luchasaurus is becoming a new Luchasaurus. Like they have him in all black now.
Yeah.
I had him wearing this. He's got a new theme song, all type of shit. So it's not like he's more serious. Christian is the engine behind that. Unless Jungle Boy comes back and is like able to talk for himself and has like his own cadence and his own gimmick, he's not a pillar. MJF is all three. We need to acknowledge that shit, and you need to get him back ASAP, whatever you plan on doing. And Darby is the rebel. Darby's the outcast. Darby's punk rock. He's the weirdo. So he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And Sting's not really talking for him, and he's not really talking for Sting. Like he's just doing. He's learning. He's learning from somebody 60 years old. Which, by the way, the only person that can come out of a super kick like that is Sting. He's 60.
I'm gonna need my man to stop no-selling chair shots at 60 though. That's not a good look. Like I get it. Being in the presence in that segment and match with Sting is a big rub. Pause. I know. But it's like it's almost burying the young talent when you do that. I'm sorry, it really is. Like every time he gets hit with a chair, he doesn't sell it unless it's like a big hulking person like a Brian Cage or like a Lance Archer or something. It's like, come on, bro. No, you gotta stop that. Because it's not helping the younger talent when he does that. It's entertaining from time to time, but every time, come on, bro.
Listen to me.
You're 60.
He's Sting and he's 60. Okay?
That's why I said book it, Rock versus Sting.
I don't want to see that.
That's gonna be the end.
I don't want to see
you thought
Rock don't sell chair shots either.
Oh, I thought you were saying like the actual match, not like that they both don't sell. No, Rock don't sell. No.
But that's just pure sarcasm. But he doesn't sell one either. It's Brock isn't as old as Sting.
I'm about to say at least Rock, like not too far removed from his prime.
Oh, yeah. I fucked up. I thought you said Rock versus Sting.
No, Rock versus Sting.
I was about to say I don't want to see Sting out wrestle The Rock. That's gonna be fucked up. But nigga 60 years old out wrestling you and fucking you up. That's fucked up.
Yeah, but another thing about Darby I appreciate a lot of people probably don't realize unless they really watch AEW. That dude's actually technical when he needs to be. He can actually wrestle. He's not just a crash test dummy.
He can sell.
That too. That's what I'm about to say. Another thing. He actually sells like he actually got hit. And it's like, yeah.
The end of the match on Rampage had him in a sleeper hold because it's a sleeper hold and he's outside of the ring. And he stood there in the sleeper hold and they held him over the ring for like 2 seconds or whatever. And he just passed out. He can sell, bro. Like not that art is such a great art that I don't understand why people don't do it as well anymore. Like it's I feel like it's supposed, like, back in the day, it was supposed to make you. Like, if you could sell, there was no stopping you.
And I'll be remiss if I didn't include, I know it's hard to put tag teams on there as pillars because how many teams are built around, companies built around a team. But I'd be remiss if I didn't give an honorable mention to the Acclaim because Anthony Bowens wrestled his ass off. He's probably one of the more underrated wrestlers. And then Max Caster, he's not as good in ring, but he has the personality, and he's not terrible. Oh, well, that doesn't sound like I'm giving a new vote of confidence. He's not one of those dudes. He's like, I gotta watch him wrestle, but he's gonna put you. He's not gonna do nothing stupid. There's like and make botches and all this stuff where it's like the match is unwatchable. I'll say that. You're not gonna say, oh, I can't watch him wrestle. Like he's not gonna blow you away, but he's gonna be solid.
He's very Cena-like. I would say he's very Cena-like.
I can see that. Not that's even the rapping gimmick, but even in ring wise, I can see that.
And like he's just he's going to give you the basic stuff. He's going to give you what he got.
And shouts out to Juan Cena.
Juan Cena.
Yeah, you see I did that. But see,
good segue.
I compared the 20 years of Cena, right? And shouts out to Tony Khan for letting his AEW people be on there. I was kind of surprised when I thought, whoa. When I was watching Raw for that little bit and they did the video tributes, to see, of course, they use their WWE names. Daniel Bryan. I was like, Daniel Bryan.
Chris Jericho.
Well, Chris Jericho, that's
his name.
But they use Big Show. But I was surprised. I was like, yeah, that's cool that he let them do that for Cena. But real talk, a lot of the people mess with on the indies, they got to sit back and think. That's why I give Cena so much credit. A lot of their best matches in WWE were against Cena. People might not want to admit it. I had to really sit back and I always crapped on Cena's personality. Like, I was using that whole man in the 5 moves of doom for a while, and I was like, "Let me stop being an idiot and actually watch this dude." He just looks awkward when he tries things he don't need no business trying. Like Randy Orton's like, "Bro, you should never throw another drop kick in your life." I'm like, "Yeah." I'll co-sign that. Like Randy Orton even told him on the apron, like, "Don't ever do that." When they were like teaming at like a live event or something. So, but a lot of those dudes, their best matches in WWE were against Cena.
Yeah,
like AJ, Punk. Before Brian, I'm on the fence at times. What I would say his best match is, because it's kind of like I wouldn't say Brian. I would say Triple H was his best match in WWE from a single stick.
KO's best match was
it probably was his debut on the main roster. That was it, Elimination Chamber. It was somebody else I'm forgetting that I was going to throw in there real quick. The point is, I don't got to keep going on. Oh, Seth. Before Hell in a Cell against Cody, I would say the SummerSlam match in 2015 was Seth's best match as a singles competitor prior to that. But yeah, the Cody, that Hell in a Cell blew out of the water. But point is, gotta give Cena his flowers. And real quick to make an NBA analogy, and we can kind of get in if Logan wants to just go some quick rundown. Maybe we all just say maybe one match we're looking forward to tonight. Real quick, unless y'all want something else before we transition to that. I was just going to say everybody has, like, if you go by generations, right? Everybody going to have their GOAT. That's why people always do that GOAT, the greatest of all time, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. I feel like we all going to say MJ. We grew up on MJ to a degree. You go to the 70s, a lot of them going to say Kareem, whoever grew up watching basketball in the 70s. Nothing wrong with that. Right. I mean, he run at every level, high school, college, pros. Grew up in the 80s, a lot of people, who going to say Magic or Larry probably.
Right.
So wrestling's so different. You grew up 70s, 80s, or 80s rather, you're going to say Hogan. You grew up in the 90s, probably going to say Stone Cold. You grew up through the Ruthless Aggression era, Cena probably your guy. Or Brock. We ain't going to say Brock, because he didn't stay long enough. Yeah. But maybe Kurt Angle. You know what I mean? Everybody going to have somebody that's their GOAT. If you're like an Indies dude, you probably going to say Bryan Danielson's your GOAT. Because that dude was having match of the year candidate after match of the year candidate. Year after year when he's in the Indies. Yeah. So, and some people gonna say Okada if you grew up in the 2010s.
That's true. Good point.
Maybe Kenny Omega. You know what I'm saying? It's all there.
I didn't appreciate John Cena. I'm gonna be the first one to admit I didn't appreciate John Cena until I really went down the road with how great John Cena was. John Cena was good matches with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, KO, Seth Rollins. I think one of Roman's best matches, John Cena.
Yeah.
Close on that. AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt.
That last man standing was pretty good.
Yep. Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle.
Edge, arguably.
Yep.
TLC.
Yeah, without Edge, I mean, without John Cena, that Edge, some of that Edge type stuff, not a thing. CM Punk. John Cena has, for the past 20 years, it can't be overstated at how great he's been over this one. Like, we gave him shit because of the way he wrestles. Yeah. But he's good as fuck on that mic. John Cena can sell. And for what he does, he's solid. He's a pillar. And he's a pillar that came in working. Hard. And wasn't giving shit. Wasn't giving nothing. He started freestyling on the fucking bus. Then they were like, do that during the show. Started doing that. Came out with a whole nother gimmick. Yo, Thugonomics John Cena. Epic shit with Carlito. Bro. Yo.
remember John got well, that's why you're still pushing the envelope, because remember John Cena got stabbed during that feud.
Yeah.
At a nightclub.
Yeah, by like, what was it, Tito or some shit? Like some motherfucker?
Yeah, some random dude that was here with Carlito who's like gone within a year.
The shit with Umaga. Remember that shit?
That was a dope ass match. That Last Man Standing.
Yep. Some of the stuff we had with Dave Bautista. Some of the stuff we had with Randy Orton, even though it was oversaturated, not a big deal.
But they still had some stuff that was worth watching. I was close on that.
John Cena is old as flowers. He's old that. I'm gonna be the one to give it to him because I gave him a lot of shit throughout this podcast. I've been fucking John Cena's name up. I ain't gonna hold you. But I respect the hell out of that man, yo. I don't like him, but I respect the fuck out of that motherfucker, bro. I know if he get back in that ring, he gonna give me a show. I really thought they should give him a better show with Undertaker, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to John Cena, we salute you.
Yeah, they botched that because I don't know if it was fan reaction they were anticipating or what. It's they did the title change at WrestleMania, but they could have done a number of things. Cena should have been his opponent at WrestleMania 30, arguably. I didn't need to see Taker streak in, and if it was, I wouldn't have been mad at Cena. I didn't need to see Brock and Taker. We saw that in the Ruthless Aggression era. We never saw Cena at his height against Taker, so I feel like we got robbed by them just settling for Brock. I don't care whether the streak was on end or not. I did say Cena could have ended the streak. It really don't matter to me. It's just we kind of got robbed seeing that match not happen when both guys were still capable of giving us a 4-star match.
Yeah. Or
star rating our side just to tell a story type thing leading up to us. But whatever.
Yeah. They were both good matches. And
Cena was a part of a lot of guys' best matches. Like, you know, and I didn't even really think about that as well until I saw the 20-year anniversary, and I was listening to Busted Open. I listened to them a lot, get ideas and stuff. Kind of, they've been doing the show for a while. And the guy, Dave McGregor, the host, he made that point. He said Cena has been a part of so many great matches for other wrestlers versus his particular great best match. And, you know, he's helped to get a lot of guys over. Like you made the point about Edge. Like, he definitely helped to get Edge over.
JBL.
JBL.
Oh, shit.
I quit match, Yeah,
you take him away, then, you know, maybe some of that doesn't take place for some of these guys. So, you know, and I definitely said it. I was like, yo, once he, like, was going, and he came back, was it last summer he had the match with Roman? It was like, wow, like, you didn't really realize how much that dude meant to what was going on until he was literally gone, you know. Now he hasn't stayed going like The Rock did. Like once Rock finally caught in Hollywood, that was it.
Out. Right, he was going for 8. He's going for 8 years.
Yeah, but you know, Cena has made a point to.
Well, 7. Sorry.
You know, so you got to get that dude his props, man. You don't have to like him, but you can respect him, and that's basically where, you know, it ends and begins with that. Sure.
No, but real talk, real quick. Also, he actually got a watchable match out of Great Khali. Who else in the company's history could say that? They're like, was it no like Falls Count Anywhere?
Yeah.
That actually was. No, I said watchable. I ain't saying like it was 3 or 4 stars. I said watchable.
You can watch it again. Like you're like you're not clamoring to watch it, but you're like.
But if you like came across it,
right?
It's okay. It's okay. It wasn't great, but like it was watchable. Like Great Khali doesn't have a single watchable match outside of that.
No, he does not. Not a one. Not a one.
So what you're saying is you would watch a greatest hits of the Brooklyn Brawler as opposed to Great Khali.
I don't even know if Brooklyn Brawler couldn't wrestle. I just think he was just built as a jobber. Like you said, certain people in certain areas would just be jobbers. Yeah. I don't know if he can work or not because, real quick, Joe, let's get your point in. I was just going to say, you hear about so many of these wrestlers' styles change when they actually got signed to WWE. Like I heard One Man Gang was a lot better when he was down south. Same with Dusty.
I think
because
I heard like Dusty seen the NWA with Ric Flair. I heard like, man, there's some shit. I mean, granted it's Ric Flair, but still, it takes two to tango.
Well, who is that? Who is it that said that? Tripp says it. Tripp says it. He's like, a lot of independent wrestlers, the guys, the reason you love independent wrestlers is sometimes they can be reckless. When they get to WWE, you got to protect your person you're wrestling with. So a lot of them are doing it wrong. For this brand, for this era, like he's like, they're just doing it wrong. And I get what he's saying and why he said that, but at the same time, yeah, you fucking like because AJ Styles in TNA and New Japan, just like offensive maneuvers that were like unfucking believable. AJ Styles in WWE, he'll give you seven or eight. But his repertoire is like a 40-page repertoire of how to do like different. He's got at least like 7 or 8, 9 different pile drivers.
Actually, sorry, I know we gave all the power stuff. I will say honorable mention though was Bryan and AJ versus each other in TLC was like 2018. Mm-hmm. That was a pretty damn good match. That might be their best match in WWE actually. Now that I think about it, both of them.
That's a great fucking match.
Like, it went under the radar because like it wasn't like a lot of build to that pay-per-view. I mean, it's TLC, it's the last one of the year, whatever. But yeah, no, that was a damn good match. New Japan got given 4.75. I don't know what kept that 5-star rating from happening, but you know, that 0.25 they got knocked off. Logan, real quick, you want to give us a rundown of tonight's pay-per-view? We're calling it pay-per-view. Damn this premium live event stuff. damn this universe, the fans. One match we're all looking forward to. I think we can do that and wrap it up probably.
Okay, all right. So let's do the rundown. It's not a whole lot of matches. Obviously, you got the Money in the Bank briefcase match for both the men and women. So we'll start with men. Seth Rollins versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre versus Almost versus Sami Zayn versus Riddle versus Madcap Moss Baby.
You said, who you say? You say Seth?
Seth versus Sheamus.
No. KG, you said Seth gonna win it?
Well, Logan said that. I was picking KO, but he's not even in it. I don't know what happened. I think he like had an undisclosed injury. I don't even know what happened. He just wasn't on the Raw. They were supposed to be a qualifier. I'm gonna pick a wild card. I'm gonna pick Sammy. That's the thing. The person that wins isn't necessarily gonna win the world title. Then they don't always successfully cash in. I'm just gonna be a weirdo and pick Sammy.
All right.
I was just gonna say one match we're all looking forward to. We can do a quick pick though if you want for all
of them. Okay. Yeah, we good.
Yeah. I'm gonna do. I'll. The only match I want to see is the Money in the Bank match with the guys. But I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Riddle.
You gonna go with Riddle? All right. And I got Seth winning on my end. All right. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match: Lacey Evans versus Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Asuka versus Shotzi versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, all day because she fine. It's Shotzi all day because she fine. Love me some Shotzi.
I was gonna say if they weren't weirdos and some of them didn't have a type, I picked Shotzi, but they are not progressive enough to have the foresight to see how good Shotzi is. That's why I was probably glad they even called her up in the first place. They're not gonna push her. That being said, this is Calvin's playground. We're all just living in it. Lacey Evans. Yep.
Oh wow.
I'm not saying I want her to. No, that's not who I. This is who I. Sammy is who I want. So let's real quick caveat. Sammy is who I want to win. I'm being a weirdo by picking Sammy. Who I think is gonna win? That's entirely different. This is who I think is gonna win. Because the man I think Seth's gonna win, but I just wanted to be a weirdo and pick Sammy. I think Lacey Evans is really gonna win. Who I'd want to win, either Shotzi or Raquel, but it's not. Yeah. Raquel don't need it because she towers over everybody except for Charlotte.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Braun won it before too. He didn't need it, but they're not going to push Raquel with the briefcase. There's no need.
Damn, WWE robbed us of Sasha Banks versus Raquel Gonzalez. That would have been a good fucking match. They robbed us of that shit. Yeah, I'm going with Shotzi.
No, they're not progressive enough to pick Shotzi, man. I'm sorry. They even dropped that. Oh, they dropped the name, Blackheart. They dropped it. Wow.
Oh shit! Oh no!
I know everybody's probably thinking Becky's gonna win this. I don't have Becky winning this. Nor do I have Asuka winning that. I think Alexa's gonna walk away with this, man. This will make her a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. My dark horse pick is Liv. I think Liv is the most deserving one out of everybody, but I think Alexa grabs it.
The only reason I was leaning towards Alexa, but then I looked like they're teasing those two in an actual tag team, and they might get the tag team titles. We'll see though. Alexa is a good pick though.
All right. Women's Raw Women's Championship: Bianca Belair versus
Bianca.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I didn't let you. No, I'm sorry, bro.
I'm not even gonna let you finish, Bianca. I'm not gonna let you.
I mean, I think this is kind of unanimous across the board for us. Maybe I've been looking for Bayley to return in some form of fashion. Maybe she can return and cost her the title, or maybe she can just, I'm
gonna look right into the camera when I finish. If Carmella wins, I'm never watching WWE on the Peacock Network again.
Yeah, no. I agree with that sentiment. If Carmella wins, I'm never watching WWE on Peacock. I will cancel it tonight. If you give Carmella Jap ass any semblance of a title, the fact that she's even in the picture.
I was just gonna say the fact that she's even in this match pisses me off in the first place.
Look, man, Mella is money, man.
Mella is trash. Trash.
You said Mella is money, like the $2 bill that nobody wants.
Mella's trash. Carmella's trash. She's trash. Stop, bro.
When you say Mella's money, you talking about like the money with like the chocolate on the inside?
No, the money that jiggles, motherfucker.
No, like the actual money.
Yeah, like the penny money that you put at the bottom of the piggy bank that you're gonna look for no more when you need gas and ain't got paid yet. That money, that small amount of change, that time. Mella's penny money. Okay, Mella is penny money. She cute though, but she's penny money.
She penny candy.
Penny candy. Out of here, Mella is money. No, she's not. No, she's not.
Mella is money, bro.
Mella ain't had a 3-star match. She hasn't had a 3-star match.
Not even with Shawn?
I say the one with Sasha was last year. Because I think it was that Money in the Bank. That was actually, I would say that was 3 stars.
That's not the
shit. Yeah. All right. So from there, we're going to go to the SmackDown Women's Championship, which is Ronda Rousey versus...
I'm sorry. I know I did it again. I'm sorry. Like, Natalia, like, bless her heart. See what I did that? Yeah, no. Go ahead. Sorry, I gotta let you finish. That was rude.
No, we're not gonna let you finish. We're gonna knock this shit right out. Go ahead, because that's Ronda. God damn it, Natalia ain't gonna do shit.
The most interesting thing about this feud is the fact that Ronda like put it out there that Natty's sister has an OnlyFans.
Yep. Might subscribe.
Yeah, I got Ronda retaining here as well. Yeah, this is, no disrespect to Natty, but yeah, this is filler 101. All right, let's see what else we got.
These are the prime examples why they don't need 2 singles championships. These 2 matches in themselves.
Yep.
But we already, yeah.
Okay, Street Profits versus the Usos Tag Team Championship match.
I'm kind of torn on this. I feel like they want the Usos to be able to keep the titles and have them lose it close to when Roman loses his championship. Maybe even the same night, so I'll pick the Usos.
I'm Usos. I don't think Angelo Dawkins whack ass with a tag team title. All right, excuse me. I don't care, bro. And I don't believe it. I don't believe in Angelo Dawkins. I don't believe in him. Montez Ford, all day. He's the future. Angelo Dawkins, man, he's mid. Angelo Dawkins is mid. Mid.
Wow. All right. So yeah, I'm going with Usos to retain as well. Okay. Yep. United States Championship match: Theory versus Bob Lashley, as Kofi affectionately called
it. Unfortunately, I don't know. Here's the thing. I'll pick Austin Theory. Hopefully, it's at least something that's interesting that makes this like they get a good feud on deck with Bobby Lashley. I don't trust him. I don't know, but yeah, unfortunately, I'll just pick Austin Theory. Not that I want him to win, but
Theory, because you got to make it last before Bobby Lashley can be full on Lashley again.
I think it's Almighty time, mid-card. So, yeah. But yeah, that's my pick for that. And I think we do have KO versus Ezekiel in the pre-show match.
It's gonna be
the fact that Kevin Owens has been really in the pre-show makes me angry and not even want to pick a winner.
I'm with KG on this one. I'm not picking the winner.
Alrighty.
If we have to, I'm guessing El Rod will interfere in Ezekiel win.
Yeah, it'll be some weird motherfucker look like El Rod. That's what I'm telling you. They're so predictable. It don't even make a difference.
All right, so yeah, man, that is the matches, and there you have it. That's Money in the Bank tonight.
Yep. All right, fellas. Give us your taglines out, guys. Follow us on IG. Follow us on TikTok. Guys, give us your taglines out.
It's gonna be the summer of whiskey, and once we hit 100 episodes, we're gonna say, "Hot Take fans, congratulate us."
I like that.
See what you did there. Logan, give him a
yes,
tag.
Sir.
Give him a tag.
All right, we the ones. And you know, we all about to smoke, baby.
Hey, bro. Angelo, no disrespect, bro. You bored.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. The Hot Take Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by the NMG Network, a division of NMG Enterprises LLC.